Hello and welcome along everybody to this, my second unboxing on the bounce. What I have inside this package was sent to me by a company based in Hong Kong called E2046.com. They basically specialise, I think, in like your resin and your recasts and stuff like that. And Kelvin, one of their marketing managers, got in touch with me and said, would I'd be so kind as to do an unboxing for them, and I said yes, no problem at all. So let's get on with it. Okay, I took the liberty of taking the outer package off just to reveal a massive name and address label there, which I don't want anybody to see for obvious reasons. So let's take a little look what's inside the box. So it says the SD High Nu. So they sent me a super deformed High Nu gun. Oh, and they've also sent me some side cutters as well, which is very nice of them. Let's take a little look. Let's move this out of there, put that to one side. There's their company logo, E2046.com. It's quite a small box actually. I'm saying that though, I suppose it's oh, there you go. There's a little picture of what the what it should look like. Let's move. First off, let's just take a little look at the instructions. A piece of A4 with some very basic assembly instructions there. So the parts count looks fairly low, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, let's move inside the box. Let's see what's there. Right. You should all know that I have never messed with anything resin before, and this is my first attempt with resin. The guys at E2046, I told them this, and they said, no, you'd be, you know, just what we're looking for in terms of the person to do this, and just having a quick look over the parts for the recast, which I presume it is, they don't look too bad at all. There's some nice detail. We'll take a closer look at these shortly, but first impressions are really good, especially the back of this shield. You know, there's some plugs there and stuff like that, but nothing. The hands are really nice and detailed. The fuel tanks, the side skirts, the main body itself. The more I look, the more I'm impressed, to be honest. I did hear somebody, not about this company, not about E2046, that they'd be amazed when you go to China and you see basically dog shit in a bag for sale. But let me tell you right now, this is not it. That person was definitely not talking about this, because these look nice and crisp. I think there may be a few warping issues here and there, but I'm sure a few tutorials on YouTube on how to go about correcting them with warm water, etc., will be just fine. So then, let's cut away and let's start by looking at. I'm not going to take some of the smaller parts out, but I definitely want to have a look at the hands, the main body, and more than likely the head, to see how it all goes together, and the detail, and if there are any flaws in the casting, etc. So let's take a look. Let's quickly go through some of the parts. These are just random parts that I've picked out. I do like this, the back of the shield. That's nicely detailed. It's got the pouring plug there. However, if you look in profile, it's a little bit bent, but stick that in some warm water, hot water, and leave it a few minutes and tip it upside down, and it will turn it, straighten itself up. Another part that I liked was the part of the backpack. That's lovely in detail. Very nice indeed. Really smooth, very crisp, and but it goes from one extreme to the other. You can have a really nice part there, and then some of the panel lines. This is me being picky, a little bit off. See, as I said, I've never worked with resin before, which is silly really, because I work with resin every day. I work in the GRP industry. That's glass reinforced polypropylene, or fiberglass to everybody else. And another thing as well, like these little parts here, they're nicely detailed, but right next to it you've got actual mould marks and stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's doable, but that's a thing with a resin kit. You do have to put the hours in, and you know, I am looking forward to doing it. The body, the top of the torso, that's nice as well. I like that. It's nice and crisp, got some good panel lines on it. The collars, the collar area, that's nice and straight. This is what I like as well. I like the back of the back skirts. Some nice panel lining in there. It is, you know, it's looking to me like a nice kit. Like I said, I've got no experience with resin at all, but it's all part of the learning curve. The hands, the knuckles and the fingers, they're nice and crisp and detailed. But as you probably may or may not know, that with resin there's a lot of masking to be done, and because of the parts count, because the parts count is lower, therefore you have to do a lot more masking. There you go, the eyes there crying out for the reverse wash technique. Let's just put the pieces of the head together. You can see how there's a left and right section there, and it comes together. But yeah, there's a big old gap there, but that's nothing that can't be filled and sanded and sorted out. So, oh yeah, sorry, it'll be that way. So that's the top of the head. That will be the top of the head. And talking of which, there's the top of the head there. I've never done an SD kit before. It's not something that's grabbed my attention, but when the guys from 2046 got in contact with me, initially they asked me to do a conversion kit. Now, not that I'm not one for conversion kits, it's just that I didn't really have the kit to convert, nor was I going to buy that kit. I think it was a 1/44 scale. I've never done a 1/44 scale kit before. If I'm going to put my effort into anything, it's going to be a master grade or bigger. Not that there's anything wrong with 1/44s, it's just that that's where I started, and I mean to stay on that line of kits. The guys got back to me and said, you know, do you want to do this? And they just get me a link, and they said, do you want to do a little SD? And like I said, I've never done an SD before, I've never done a resin kit before, so I took the plunge and went, yeah, and I accepted their challenge of getting it done. So how's it going to go together? How's it going to be put together? Well, from what I understand, let's just get some focus. From what I understand, from what I know, there's several ways of doing it. You can use magnets, which I've, if I just reach up to my light, I actually keep them pinned to my light. I've got a load of magnets, I can use those in certain places. I've got like paper clips that you can cut and use as pins with super glue. You can even use PVA, I suppose, but like I said, I'll do a little bit at a time and see how it goes. But magnets seem to be a good option, as I've got lots of them and they're nice and strong, and I've got paper clips coming out my ears, and I've got some, where do I put those, side cutters that they gave me. So yeah, in conclusion, for now, I'm happy with it. It looks a nice, sharp, detailed kit. It's not, by any stretch of the imagination, you know, a Bandai kit with, you know, styrene and plastic. It's not. But for now, you know, I'm happy with it, and we'll see how it goes. So when it will be, I don't know. But thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you very soon.